It's sport time, and thank Oprah, that line no longer means we have to do the beat test.
Wait, what? We don't have to play sport, do we?
No. Oprah, no. Running for the tram is as close to sport as I'm comfortable with, but I am a big sports fan, and our sports host, Chelsea Ryan, is coming around to talk sports.
I love Chelsea. Let's table this discussion.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you for coming over, and welcome to the league, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Hi, so good to be here. I love what you've done with the place.
Now, you are a proper sports nerd, right? Like, you play netball, you specialise in sports management, you've worked with swimming, Tennis Australia, Netball Australia, the list goes on. Plus done a bit of presenting and commentating at AFLW games and swimming championships.
I feel like I can visualise your bedroom as a kid. So what sports superstars did you have on your bedroom walls?
Oh, I had so many posters up on my wall and then so many backgrounds on my phone now of just sports women I admire. Yes. Yeah, but I love championing women's sports and talking about issues that are relevant to women, especially the stories that we need to get out there and have everyone hear. And so that's what I would love to talk about today, about the lack of representation of women in sports media. And so if you think about it, let's all take a moment. The coverage of recent times, what Australian athletes, coaches, commentators can you think of that you've recently seen?
Ash Barty?
Taylor Harris.
Yeah. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
It really does tell you a lot about the state of sports, doesn't it?
I know, right? It can be really hard to come to some of these examples just because they're not there. It's because men's coverage dominates all the types of channels and women's gets left behind. And that is something that is central to gender equality that's in sport. What you can't see, you can't be. Let's look at some stats. We know that more than half of women and 37% of men are not satisfied with the current level of coverage of women's sport. The public genuinely want more than what they're getting.
Well, I know, I want more.
Yeah. Well, the argument I hear a lot on trains and buses when I overhear some blokes is that women's sport just doesn't draw as much attention, so why bother?
No, I reckon that's definitely not the case. And it is shown from a study from the UK, which would be very relevant to Australia as well, that in the UK, per year, women's sport earns £350 million. And that's awesome. But wait. It gets even better, that by 2030, that number is almost going to triple and get to £1 billion.
Oh, cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Yes.
Exactly. We need to promote women in positions of power and where they can make decisions. So that's putting women in heads of sport for channels for TV or commentary or coaching or presenting and changing that culture and broadening the field.
And is there any other sports and content we can consume?
Yeah, absolutely. There's heaps. There's a ton of podcasts. But if you're on social media, what I'd recommend is consciously curating what you see. So I'd say for you guys, everyone at home, take 5 minutes, go search up some really amazing female athletes and teams, learn their names, give them a follow. And if you're going to be an active sports fan, supporting women, go get a membership to your favourite women's team. Or, you know what? Even go and join a local team yourself.
Sounds like something I'm going to have to do during the week. Will you join me then?
Absolutely, yeah. Give me a call.
Thanks so much for coming by, Chelsea. We love having you here. We'll see you soon.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.